Good morning. This is our 2Y reading little video for Monday, April 27th. Today we're going to focus on the letter B. We're going to find some pictures, some words in here that start with the letter B by noticing the initial consonant sound and what sound the letter B makes. So we'll go through these pictures, figure out which of these pictures the words start with the letter B. And then we'll hop over to our bookshelf and practice reading our yellow books. So let's start saying our letter B up here, right? We have our letter B. Please shout out the letter B. Good. And what sound does B make? B, B, B. Great job. All right, let's start with this first picture. We need to figure out if this word starts with the letter B. So go ahead and take a look at this first picture. What do you think this is based off of the picture? A boat. Good job. Boat. Does boat start with the letter B? Yes, it does. Great job. When we come across a word, a picture, and that starts with the letter B, I want you to do 2 jumping jacks, okay? So it's a little bit to get up and moving. So when we find a word, stand up right away and just do 2 quick jumping jacks. All right, guys, so we said the first one was boat, but boat starts with the letter B. Let's hop on over to the next picture. What is this in the picture? A bone, bone. Does that start with the letter B? Yes, it does. Go ahead, do 2 jumping jacks. Good job, guys. Okay, bone. Good. All right, I have my next picture is what do you think that is? A boot. 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 Does that start with the letter B? Yes, it does. Great job. It says the B sound. B. Great job. All right, let's hop on over to the next picture. Please tell me what this is in the picture. Good. A B. B. What letter does B start with? B. Great. It says B. All right, go ahead and do 2 jumping jacks. All right, great job. Let's hop on down to this picture down here. All right, please shout out this one. You know what that is. A bus. Bus says B, B, B. So does that start with the letter B? Yes, it does. Great job, guys. Okay, let's hop on over to this next one. What do we think this is? A barn. Barn. Does barn start with the letter B? Yes, it does. So barn starts with the letter B. It says B, B, B. All right, let's hop on over to this one right here. What do we think this is? What animal is that right there? A tiger. Tiger. Does tiger start with the letter B? No, it does not. What letter does tiger start with? T, T, T. Great job. Tiger starts with the letter T. T, T, T. Okay, let's hop on over to this next one. What do we think this is? A bell. Good, bell. What letter does bell start with? A B. Great job, guys. Bell says B, B, B. So bell starts with the letter B. Let's hop on over to this last line. Okay, we're looking at a dog right here. Part of the dog. All right, what do we think this is? What is this called right here? A tail. A tail. Does tail start with the letter B? No, it doesn't. Great job. What letter does tail start with? T. Great job. Tail starts with T, so it does not start with the letter B. All right. What do we think this is right here? This is a tool. This is a tool. Tool. Does tool start with the letter B? No, it does not. What letter does tool start with again? A T. Great job, guys. All right, let's hop over to this next one. What is this called right here? Bed. Does bed start with the letter B? Yes, it does. Great job, guys. Bed starts with the letter B. It says B, B, B. All right, this last picture right here. What is this a picture of right here? A bird. Bird. Does bird start with the letter B? Yes, it does. Great job. Bird begins with B. It says B, B, B. Great job, guys. Okay, we're going to hop on over to Arc Bookshelf and we are going to read an Arc Bookshelf book. In here, we are going to practice our initial consonant sounds. First, we need to figure out the pattern of the story. Second, we need to figure out when we get to a new word, we need to figure out the first letter, the name of that first letter, and then the sound that that letter makes. That will help us figure out the new word. So let's go ahead and get started in this bookshelf, or this Arc Bookshelf book. We have bubble bear. We are focusing today on the letter B. So these words all start with B. Bubble bear. Please shout that name out for me. Say bubble bear. Good. Bubble bear. Okay, so we have bubble bear. I'm going to read the first page and then you will read it on your own and then we'll go through it together. There are bubbles on his ear. Can you read that page for me? Good. There are bubbles on his ear. So now I need to go to the next page and figure out what the pattern is. There are bubbles on his neck. Okay, so I know that the pattern, the words that are similar on every page are this. There are bubbles on his. And the last word will always be, or will be different. That will be the word that we need to figure out. So this word right here will always change and we need to figure out that new word. Okay, so we have there are bubbles on his. I know this letter is the letter N. I know N says N. There are bubbles on his neck. And are there bubbles on his neck right here? Yes, so I can check my picture and make sure that this word is correct. So please read this sentence along with me. There are bubbles on his neck. Great job. Let's try this next page.